May I now request Honorable Mr. Justice Dipak Misra to kindly address this august gathering.
Shri Narendra Modi ji, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Justice J.S.K. Honorable Chief Justice of India, Shri Ram Nayak, Honorable Governor of Uttar Pradesh, Shri Yogi Adityanath, Honorable Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Shri Ravi Shankar Prasad, Honorable Minister of Law and Justice, Honorable former Justices of Supreme Court of India, Justice V.N. Khare, Honorable former Chief Justice of India, sitting judges, my peers in the Supreme Court, judges of the High Court of Allahabad, respected members of the bar, members of the district judiciary, friends from the electronic and print media, ladies and gentlemen. Today's celebration is an event of remembrance, and I am absolutely indubitable that it shall leave the footprints on the sands of time. I must pleasantly confess that I am privileged to be a participant in it. As the history of the High Court of Allahabad would show, the seat of the High Court for the northeastern provinces was shifted from Agra to Allahabad in 1869. The year seat of the High Court was shifted to Allahabad is of immense significance because it is the year that witnessed the birth of our father of the nation. My purpose of such reference is singularly to highlight the magnificent historical coincidence. A man is expected to live for certain years, but the institutions that are embedded in the structural base of the constitutions have to have the lifespan that cannot be projected and in fact should never be predicted. The institution like the judiciary, as the protector of the Constitution, has to stand like a colossus and dedicate itself for the service of the public at large. The sustenance of the values of the institution is entrenched in the concept of serviceability. The High Court under the constitutional scheme is one of the most important institutions. It's engrafted in the Constitution that is the head of the state judiciary and has immense power, having extraordinary, inherent, and plenary jurisdiction. It's the guardian of the rights and liberty. When such an institution celebrates completion of 150th year, it's a time for introspection. It's the time to think of the glorious past and march ahead in restructuring the affirmative attitude to deliver speed justice with quality. I may humbly add the time has arrived to further enhance the realization. And this is the time, and this is the day, and this is the hour to concentrate for continuous progress. When I talk about the institution, I'm obliged to speak something about the bar, because it has a prominent role in the advancement of the institution. The bar should take greater responsibility for the constant nourishment of the institution. Every member of the bar is expected to be diligent. I am reminded of the saying of Abraham Lincoln, an astute lawyer and a great human being. I quote, "Discourage litigation, persuade your neighbors to compromise, whenever you can. Point out to them how the nominal winner is often a loser in fees, expenses, and waste of time. As a peacemaker, the lawyer has a superior opportunity of being a good man. There will still be business enough. The aforesaid aspect is relevant today. It's the duty of every lawyer to discourage litigation, frivolous ones. Sincere efforts are to be made for settlement of disputes wherever and whenever possible. The culture of settlement has to blossom, and the lawyers should engage themselves and become principal protagonists of alternative dispute resolution system. Presently, I may add that with regard to expansion of legal education, it has gained prominence as academicians, lawyers, and judges throughout the country emphasize on the constant process of learning. The members of the bar are required to focus on effective learning because it is that act that stimulates things of life by giving birth to constant curiosity, the mother of acquisition of all knowledge. And knowledge comes from aggressive discovery of one's lack of knowledge. I'm sure all shall treat it as a mild reminder. In conclusion, I would like to say that the courts in India are obligated to set great examples to build a future founded on changing content of the rule of law. I've always laid stress on the sanctity, purity, and the independence of judiciary, and the said aspects are to be maintained in equal measure. The High Court of Allahabad has been a sentinel of rule of law, and it deserves to be congratulated for a glorious 150 years of common law and constitutional governance. I'm sure it will continue to be the flag bearer of constitutional precepts, given its history of courage, fortitude, and independence. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Dhanyavad, my lord.